The stakes are high. Teams desperately fighting for their chances to win, while we fight for our survival. This is the last chance for us to prove ourselves. Whatever happens in this tournament will decide the fate of my team, Glorious Reaper. Once again, 32 teams will fight against each other to reach the top. We lost in the last time we competed for the tournament, but now we are trying again. However, if we lose to any other teams, then we are out and this will seriously be the last ever tournament, as our members have finally given up on the squad. While the team had lost hope on our chances of sticking together, I am not going to give up on the team this easily. This is it. It is time for me to go all out and prove that this team still has what it takes to remain. Let me gather my team together. Gosh damn it, they cannot play for the tournament. Back to the drawing board, I guess. Initially, only Bishop said that he couldn't play for the tournament, so he got someone else to replace him. His name is Ray. But then at the last minute, Crick said that he was not free, literally the day before the tournament. He said that the best he could do was to join the lobby by going AFK in game. This was very bad for us, as we will be fighting 4v5 for all the games in the tournament. Our chances of winning was already low enough, but this just made it even lower. With almost no time left, I had to sit down and think about what to do. In my theory, I think I should be able to make up for the one lost member. However, I will need to secure the Kimi pick for myself. Kimi is a hero that has been used as a gold laner and a mid laner in the pro scene as well, so I'm confident that my plan will work. If I clear my lane fast enough and get level 4, I could just ignore my lane and rotate to Turtle to make up for our AFK mid laner. This means I will be able to play both as the gold laner and the mid laner at the same time. I was also thinking about Nathan for this strategy since he is a magic damage marksman that has a bit of CC on his second skill. He wasn't getting picked a lot even though he got buffed recently. But that doesn't matter anyways because I'll be scrapping this entire plan. I still have one last option before I resort to that plan. Hey God Chocolate, I would love to wish for a presence in my upcoming tournament.
Immortal, I already said that I am not going to play for your stupid tournament. Besides, how dare you speak to the god of chocolate in such a manner?
Just come play with us for the tournament, Bishan.
You fool. I will absolutely not play.
Oh, 2 + 2 = 5.
Alright, now we have 5 people for the team, but we still have a huge issue. Both Ray and Bishan are ESP lane users, so some adjustments have to be made to the roles we are playing. After some discussion with the team, we decided this. Bishan will be going gold lane, while Ray will be going ESP lane, and I'll be playing the mid lane. If you didn't know, I was actually a mid laner back then, so this wasn't a big deal for me. And besides, Bishan also knows a bit about gold lane, so he had no problems adjusting too. So with that settled, it's time to start our first round. Anyways, it's round 1 and we already got an enemy that doesn't come, so this was a free win for us. I'm not complaining though, we didn't really have any synergy in this lineup since it was a lineup mashed together at the last second. Let's just look at the next round. Well, I was wondering what Crick was doing, but we got the tournament to worry about. For the ban, the enemy banned out Fanny, while we banned Gatokacha. Then, they banned my 1-1 of course. I already saw that happening since it happened like almost every single game. Afterwards, we banned Batan. Seeing as Kimi is open, the enemy decided to take it. This would have been bad for me if I was still playing with the 4v5 plan I said earlier, but thankfully our savior Bishop saved us. Since it was our signature strategy based on the last video, we took Haya and Suyo. The enemy then took some more good heroes like Bovius and Eve. With Kimi taken, I had to go with Cecilia. For the second phase of the ban, we banned Joy while the enemy banned Ranger. Then, our EXP laner takes Hylos while the enemy takes Zishin and Atlas. And finally, Bishan takes Iridel. From the draft, it was gonna look like both teams had decent draft, but then they took Atlas for their armor pool. Whatever reason, anyways, that is not our problem. let's get to the game.
Welcome to Mobile Legends!
Not really sure why Hylos rotated all the way here, since that means Pobius is getting free minions, and he also gave a free kill to the enemy. This is bad so far. Since most of us don't have our ultimate yet, we can't fight Turtle, so we are forced to give it for free.
Wait, don't fight yet, we don't have level 4.
The enemy got too overconfident though, and they overextended a bit too much. We lost the turtle, but we were at least able to take 2 kills. They were doing so well, but they just had to keep making mistakes after mistakes. Now we are already at 4 kills. More kills after kills, eventually they were unable to make anything happen. It is what I would say if they didn't kill 3 people on our team in this fight, but thankfully we also killed a few of them here.
Nice. Wait, you guys kill them, I go kill lane.
With one more good team fight, round 2 is ours. Nice win, but it is time for the next round. Before the match, we took a look at the enemy's profile and realized they were kinda one-trick, so we target banned their heroes. In the draft, we banned Blor and Suyo while the enemy banned Matila, as well as Wanron of course. Since Kalia's open once again, we just had to take it away of course. The enemy then picked Blue and Granger. Since we don't want to give the enemy Lucas, we decided to take it alongside Kimi, which is my best hero for mid lane now, since I was originally a gold laner that knows how to play Kimi. The enemy then took Cecilia for their mid laner. In the second ban phase, the enemy banned Julian since they didn't think our Lucas playing the jungler, while we banned Chip because he is quite dangerous on a good roller player. Probably watching too much MPL lately, the enemy decided to pick Export for their jungler. Afterwards, we picked Joy and Harriet while they picked Diggy. Looking at the draft, I say both teams' draft look good until their Export Diggy pick. I'm personally not too sure about the Export jungle pick this lineup myself. As for this Diggy pick, it might seem dumb since our main CC and only dangerous CC is Kalia, but the Granger took Flicker while the Sicilian got Sprint. Maybe they picked Diggy so they didn't have to bring Purify. Kinda smart, but their frontliners don't have an easy way to back out easily if we rush them.
Welcome to Mobile Legends!
Making use of Kimi's strong early game, we decided to start invading. And oh look, it's before the 2-minute mark and we already got 3 kills. I'm not even gonna waste your time. It was a huge start. I know you all have better things to do than watching this video anyways. We ended the game easily, but oh boy, the next round is going to be difficult. Before going into this tournament, we already noticed that IG was joining since they probably got a huge confidence boost from winning the tournament last month. Knowing that we were going to meet them again before going to the grand finals, we were scared. We didn't want to have to lose to the same team twice. We had to prepare how we wanted to drop against them when it was like after round 2. That's how badly we wanted to win against them this time. And also, since this round is the best of 1, if we lose the game, we are completely out. After looking at the footage, we noticed our mistake. We were banning Harry and Lucas out of fear last time because we just didn't want to deal with them. But now that we are much stronger this time, we are ready to take on anything the enemy wants to throw at us. Let's look at the game. It is what I would have said if they didn't just not show up for the round, because their team captain was busy at the time. An unexpected free win, but I am not going to complain. It's better to take the free win than lose against them a second time. Remember, the squad is on the line here. If we lose, the team will disband. With that free win, we are now in the grand finals.
Final round.
After months of tears, rage, and suffering, we are finally back here once again. One step away from winning the entire tournament. We were happy that IG is gone since we thought they were gonna be our biggest obstacle in the first place. For Italian gang, their profile and stats say otherwise. Looking at their profiles, we were scared once again. Their ranks were much higher than IG's, and they even have an MAL player. ML players are not MPL level players obviously, but they are still much better than most ranked players like us. This was looking very bad. Looking at the bracket, the available now was actually doing good this time and actually made it to top 4. We originally thought that we would be fighting them for the grand finals, but looking at Italian gang's team profile and stats, it's no wonder that even they fell to them. There was no way that they could beat these monsters. They're just too strong even for us. Is this it? Is this the end? Is our team just gonna disband? Like this? Well, my team might think so. However, I have already said this at the start of the video. While the team had lost hope on our chances of sticking together, I am not going to give up on the team this easily. This is it. It is time for me to go all out and prove that this team still has what it takes to remain. I am not kidding. I will really go all out in this tournament. I've already played over 15,000 games in my account. While that might not be a lot to some people, I have already seen it all. The days of me being insulted or being a bad player. The days when people laugh at me for having no skill at all. The days when I get told to just straight up quit the game. Despite everything, I pushed through. I tried to get better and better. Even though I trolled a few games because I no longer have any trust for my solo queue teammates. This trolling mindset of mine may have proved that I have a bad attitude when things just don't go my way, but the most important part is that I am still a good player if I for once just play properly and stop trolling games. I finally have a good team to play with and show that I'm seriously a good player. I just can't bear it. The feeling of letting go of my best team yet. I absolutely refuse to let the team disband just because of a horrible lose streak, which means that I need to prove everything here. Between taking on the strong challenge or disbanding the team because of fear to face the challenge itself, of course, I chose to take on a strong challenge. With my over 15,000 games of experience, I still might not be better than any player in the pro scene right now. But are you saying that I actually have no chance to win against them at all? Well, that might be true in a way. However, even if there is a slim 0.1% chance to beat them so I can save my team, I would not hesitate to reach out for it. This is it. the best of 3 series where my team and I will fight for the team's life. Let's get to it. Starting out the draft, things are already looking bad. Our jungler's device bugged and the screen turned black the moment the game started. Because of the time needed to get back in, we unfortunately lost a ban slot, but don't worry, the game isn't over yet. Next up, they banned my 1-1. After that, we banned Joy. Thankfully, Ray's device didn't bug, because otherwise we would be banning nothing, and that is really bad. The enemy then bans Louis for their blast ban for the first phase. It's understandable, you know. We first picked Kimi since we know we can use Kimi to flex play with mid lane or gold lane. But then, it was a huge mistake since the enemy took Kalia and Fanny. Fanny gets countered by Kalia, but since the enemy took both, taking Kalia to counter the Fanny isn't an option here. The draft is looking bad for us so far. Luckily though, Bata and Gatokacha are still open, so we took them in hopes of being able to counter the Fanny. Besides, taking Gatokacha is good here because their MAL player is top Malaysia Gatokacha. Since we have 2 frontliners already, they picked Moscow to try to melt them down in late game. Besides, he's also a good marksman in current meta. Since they knew our jungler is a Suryo player, they decided to banish for him on the second ban phase while we banned Selena. Afterwards, they picked Faramis while we picked Hayabusa and Parrot. Lastly, they picked Phobius for their EXP lane. Looking at the draft, it's quite great for both sides. However, I'm a bit skeptical about the Faramis pick though, but let's just see what happens in the game.
Welcome to Mobile Legends!
It's been 2 minutes and yet neither side has gotten a kill. Looks like whoever gets the first kill will be decided on the first turtle here.
I think they might gank Harriet. Yeah, they gank Harriet.
The Fanny decided to gank Harris. This is clear our early game team fight is much stronger. It is why they say if they didn't do this. We may have gotten the turtle, but it costed our gold laner, jungler, and EXP laner. Our roamer has died as well. The kill scoreboard is 0-4 so far. Do we still have a chance to win this game?
No, we can fight,
Oh my god, I stunned the Moscow. Have we already found our opportunity to turn things around? Not only we won the team fight, but I got 2 kills from that. Things are starting to look good for us. Just after that one good team fight, it seems that we have destroyed the enemy's early game momentum. However, this game is far from over. Since their Kalia and Fanny have died, they have no ways to contest for turtle, so this was free for us. That Fanny did so much damage, but thankfully I didn't die for that because otherwise that would have been bad for us. I would need to buy Dreadnought armor later in the game.
Maybe I should go easy on the thrusters.
Unfortunately for the Phobius, we were all ready to burst him down after he checked the bush like that. His team was nowhere near to back him up when that happened. With that, the last turtle goes to us. Faramis used a Purify for that, so I called my team to contest for the mid lane turret together. We were thinking that if Faramis doesn't have Purify, all we needed to do is stun him and he won't be able to use his ultimate. What an amazing team fight! Me and Harry were busy dealing with the Fanny, while the other three dealt with the rest. Our Harry died to the Fanny, but Core, Ray, and Ludon managed to kill the rest of them. A 1-for-4 trade in favor of us.
Through courage and strength, we make the impossible possible.
Since Fanny was at bottom lane clearing the minions, we called to burst down the Lord.
Get back and fight!
First floor goes to us with no intention to contest with the enemy team.
Killing spree!
I think Ludon should have went to top lane instead since our jungler and gold lane were there. There was no need for both frontliners to be together, but we still traded our jungler for enemy jungler, so it's whatever. At least we were able to take down all the tier 2 turrets with this lord. That is good enough for now. The enemy dodged Gatokach's ultimate, but what a nice blow-up set by Ludon. We killed their Povis and Faramis with just that. And Moskov, for some reason, decided to make a play like this, which costed his life.
Hey, go Faramis, Faramis.
Well, I tried to alert them about Faramis, but they just went in without thinking. Guess we were too desperate to end it, huh? Luckily, I did not follow in.
Fly drop!
Hey, I think Fanny take your blue already.
I think what happened here was Kalia originally wanted to go for Harriet, but Gatokacha was recalling in the bush Harriet went into. So, the Kalia took Gatokacha and her team killed him. Our Harriet tried to save Gatokacha too, but that was a costly mistake. Because of that, we gave enemy a free Lord. But it's not like we could have won the team fight at Lord with our Hayabusa and Batang still dead. Thankfully, we got 2 marksmen on our team, so we were able to clear the Lord easily.
Yeah, not starting Lord, I just get stacked on me.
Our Hayabusa was still at bottom lane. Then, our gold laner, for some reason, decided to jump forward to try to poke the enemies. This actually baited the Kalia to open team fight, which was bad for us. Afterwards, they all followed up. This is bad since it's a 4v5 with our Hayabusa rushing to the team fight. Fanny was targeting only me and Harriet, while the rest dealt with the Gatokacha and Badang. Our gold laner has died, but their Fanny lost immortality. Meanwhile, I was still alive and safely poking Povius from behind while waiting for Fanny to respawn back. At this point, they are already forced to go back, but it's too late. Core dealt with the Moskov, Ray dealt with the Faramis, and I finished off Povius.
Can just rush.
With Kalia left to defend all by herself, they couldn't do anything, so we won game 1. For the bans, it was the same thing. The enemy banned 1-1 while we banned Joy. This time though, the enemy banned Badang since the Dawn set was too crazy for them to deal with. This time, none of the team's screen went black, so we were able to ban Fanny because the Fanny did so well last game. She killed Harriet in a few very important team fights. They started their first pick with a Hayabusa, which I'm guessing they're thinking, since their Kimi was doing great last game, let's pick Hayabusa to counter the Kimi in case he picks it again. Well, smart idea, but the Hayabusa won't be countering me if I play well, which we'll see what happens later in the game. Also, we took Kalia since it was open to us. The enemy then picked Chip and Carry while we picked Gatokacha to try to counter Chip's shortcut. In the second ban phase, the enemy banned Suyo while we banned Selena, when it was time for us to pick again. We picked Ranger while the enemy picks Blue and Valentina. And lastly, our jungler picks Alpha to end off the draft. From the draft, while they had Hayabusa to counter me, we got Kalia to deal with him. But then, Chip might just rush in with a shortcut if the Dons ever try to pick up, which we got me on the Kimi, Alpha and Gatokacha to deal with it. However, they got a carry to melt down our frontliners, as well as Valentina might taking Kalia's ultimate for their own pickup. Gotta say, a lot of our heroes counters the enemies, but they can also counter ours. Winning this game is gonna be very hard, but we gotta stay focused since we are one win away from experiencing victory in our life. Let's do this.
Welcome to Mobile Legends!
The same as last game. Nothing really happens in the first 2 minutes, so everything has to be decided on the first turtle fight here. Amazing team fight. We got a wipeout in the first ever team fight of the game. Are we gonna be able to snowball out their control? Well, it was looking good until Gato lost in the 1v1 against the blue. It's fine I guess since we are still winning by a bit. Nice solo kill by Alpha.
Hey, I use shadow already. I use shadow. Hey, I think I push it.
Chip was trying to get some vision per turtle, but he couldn't, so Hayabusa had to give up on the turtle. He also got to kill Chip. So far, it seems like nothing will go wrong, right?
Go back.
A play from Chip caught our Granger off guard and also placed down a shortcut. Is this their chance to fight back?
Nice, it's okay. I think he win.
It was a good play, but it ended up becoming a 1-for-2 trade in favor of us. A good surprise play from Hayabusa takes down our Ranger, but thankfully, he's got the work.
Fighting Kimmy!
Hayabusa was overstaying the bottom lane for too long, so our Alpha managed to punish him. Chip tried to back him up, but I was there to prevent him from going any further. A very good play by the Dawn here. We weren't able to get the chip in the end, but at least we got their glue. This is a 5v3 now. I think it does some huge damage to us since we also have the lore. Roamer for Roamer, but it's alright since we only did more than enough damage here.
Hey, Haya split push. We can push mid if you want.
Since Hayabusa was still in the bottom lane, I called the push mid.
Haya from behind. Haya from behind. No.
Well, I already informed the team that Hayabusa was behind, but I guess we were just too desperate to get the win. This also happened in the last game, but thankfully, I thought knowing Hayabusa was behind, so I didn't get surprised by it.
No, go back.
And for some reason, my ego and desperation peaks here as I tried to end the game. I should have actually backed up and waited for the team, but I ended up making a play like this, and that costed my life.
Hey, nice.
We got a free lore and also killed Hayabusa. Maybe we can actually end this game now.
Yeah, push me near. It's fine.
It's what I would have said if Gato didn't jump in all by himself and then die like that. The team wasn't even here yet, and our Kalia got melted down by Carrie and Valentina got the kill on him. This is looking very bad. Carrie just melted down Gattaca and Valentina also got his ultimate and tried to go for Ranger and Alpha. This is looking dicey for us. And for some reason, our Alpha just ults back in even though he survived. At this point, we are basically throwing. Hayabusa and Ranger were alone, but Ranger survives ultimate. This is going to be a free kill on Hayabusa.
Hey, can you hire? Can you hire?
Wait a minute.
Oh my god, no, I die.
With good timing from Carrie, she jumped in from the side and melted me down. At that point, the team fight was over since Ranger was too low to fight. After that team fight, moments flashed before my eyes. The horrible feeling of choking in the grand finals. Am I going to experience it again? No, I'm not going to watch that happen before my eyes once again. It's time to reset and play properly for one last team fight to end this once and for all. We got the Lord. We must not throw this tag team fight now. I gather the remaining of my energy with high hopes as we prepare for potentially the final ever team fight of the entire tournament. We currently have 3 minion waves and a Lord pushing towards the enemy. The fight begins. Hayabusa jumped onto me to ult and got me down to very low health, but thankfully I survived. While that was happening, the dog was ready to use his ultimate on Hayabusa to secure the kill. Hayabusa is dead. 1 man down for the enemies. At this moment, Blue caught and ulted a Ranger while Core ulted a Global Natalia. However, Valentina stole Gattaca's ultimate and jumps forward. What will happen here? Core, with his Rinta Crown, survives the hit. In the end, the ultimate only hit Kalia and Gattaca. Meanwhile, I was zoning Carrie away with my second skill. She has no way to get near. After that, Chip jumps back in, but Valentina terrified Kalia and Gattaca. Since Chip was too close, we were able to kill him. But at the last second, he managed to get his shortcut in. Can they find a play with this? Thankfully, we destroyed the shortcut instantly. At this moment, Gattaca got his ultimate and jumps towards the enemy. However, 2 of our frontlines are already low health. Can we still fight this? Valentina, caught our position, is forced to use the Winter Crown. Also wait, Blue is also coming back. Can they actually turn things around? Blue was too late to land his skills and Valentina had to die. Blue is now in danger. We can actually win this. With a bit more damage, their Blue fell and it is all down to Carrie to defend. Carrie is now in the 1v5. Can she do something about this? The dog stunned the Carrie while we burst her down. We won the fight. With that win, we celebrated like savages. We have finally broken our lose streak in tournaments and therefore saved the entire team's hopes together. I'm pretty sure Craig will be happy to hear about this when he's back, right? Wait, speaking about Craig, where is he anyways?
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Get over here!
Ah, that's more like it. Feels good to be able to remain as a nice and happy squad. This is what I liked about Rory Super so much. I'm overjoyed to be able to save the team by being the most impactful player in the grand finals, since I helped the team get out of a lot of dicey situations. But that's all for this video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next for when GR takes on more challenges in the future.